Yes. Okay. All right. Again, if you have not already, last week, I think the only one that has an excuse is Anthony here. So Tony wasn't here last week. Make sure that you check to see if you answered the Google questions of the day on Google Classroom. Make sure you accept my invite for that, and then make sure that you've turned in your homework last week. I think I'm going to update the gradebook and everything tonight, so you can kind of see the questions you did last week and the homework assignment that we had. The assignment is everything's on Google Classroom from now on, so if you've logged in there, you should be good to go. Let me just double check to see if period 2 here, if we have everyone. I think yeah. So Anthony, I sent you an invite, so make sure you accept that for the Google Classroom since I added you in here. So yeah, I already sent that out last week. I sent that last Thursday, I think. All right. Let's see. Has anyone seen Courtney today?
Yeah, I just saw her.
She was? Okay, so.
She's in Mitchell's, I think.
Okay, so maybe she'll be here in a second. I think that's it. I think we got everyone. I haven't seen Ethan. He'll probably check in here in a second. And Docio's gone today. All right. Okay, we'll see. All right. Let's do a couple notes. That's all I wanted to cover today. We have a Google question of the day that will go live today. You'll answer that in class here before you walk out the door. So it's going to be based on kind of what we're doing today. So if you were not here last week, what we're talking about here is purchasing items for home improvement. That's what this whole class is about, right? Basic consumer types of mathematics that you use every day in life. Well, this particular unit that we started last Monday is just about home improvement. So we talked all last week was about how to purchase appliances. You go to a major website, you purchase an appliance. Preferably don't use a credit card to do that. We talked about the fears and the trap holes of a credit card. And now what we're talking about today is the second unit. The second section was how to actually get a delivery date. Because when you buy a big purchase item like a washer dryer or a refrigerator, they're going to deliver it later. It's not going to be a same day delivery. The reason why is that they have to get their technician available so that they can install it. Usually it's free installation when you spend so much money, and take them up on that offer because you don't want to have to try to install it yourself. Something will go wrong. All that good stuff. Warranties, if they offer it on there, we'll talk about warranties. What was that? Haven't got the deep freeze yet. Nope, haven't purchased it yet. So I think we're just kind of waiting. So we're going to wait and see kind of what's going to happen here. See if there's any cheap prices that kind of happen. But the one that you guys found is still the same price. I'm waiting for it to go on sale. So we'll kind of see. All right. But yeah, so purchase dates, delivery dates. So let's say you're going to purchase that big item, that freezer, that maybe you're going to order a television set or something, and it's going to be delivered in a certain amount of time. Whatever you're buying. Typically, they say a 90-day window. Usually, it's 3 months down the road. Depends if it's back ordered or not. So there'll be a delivery day. You have to be there to sign it. All that good stuff. So you might have to take a day off of work. So try to schedule everything on like the same day if you have a bunch of deliveries. If you're moving into a new place, that way you don't have to take multiple days off from work. They don't like that too much. But what you're seeing here is my little knuckle system. I know this seems really weird. I drew my little fists. They look like oven mitts. And you start in your far knuckle and you count in and you go a knuckle, valley, knuckle, valley, knuckle, valley, knuckle, and you just keep going across the hand. You don't use your thumbs. And anytime you land on a knuckle, that month has 31 days. So you can see it. I did January, that has 31 days. That's your knuckle, that's your pinky finger on the far side. Then your valley is February, does not have 31, has typically 28 or 29 depending on the leap year. Then you go to the knuckle top for March, that has 31. You go to a valley, which is April, that has 30. Then you go to a knuckle, which is May, which has 31. You go to a valley, which is June. July is on a knuckle top, so it has 31. So you can see it. So I went to August, so the next hand went August, then September, October, November, and December. And anytime it was in green up there or on a knuckle top, you have 31 days. Anything else has 30, except for February. So it's kind of a cool system when you get figuring it out. Or, and I even talked about this last week, like if you just get clever, right? You just go on Google, because I said there's apps out there that can do this. You go on Google and you type in 90 days from today, it'll tell you the date. It'll tell you the date. You just Google it, right? 90 days from today. Boom. Here's where it is. That's if you want to know what 90 days is from today. it has a little bit of a problem if you try from a later date, so you have to use a calendar. So what I did is just kind of thinking, instead of just typing in 90 days from today, I just typed in, give me a calendar of 2021. That's what I did. I literally typed in Google, calendar of 2021. Boom, this is what popped up. Well, perfect, right? We're sitting on the 18th. Let me zoom in here. It's a little blurry, but you guys get the idea. We're sitting on the 18th of January here, right? Yeah, so 18th of January, whoa, that is huge. Get out of there. 18th of January, here we are. If I want to go 90 days, so the rest of this month, January has 31. So you take, 31, that's how many days are in January. You subtract 18, and that'll tell you how many more days of January you have. Or just count. You can just count on my calendar how many you have. So it's 13, I believe. So 31 minus 18, 13. So I have 13 days of January left. So if I'm going up to 90 days, I can add up all of February. So 13 days, I can add up all of February, which is 28 days this month. So now I'm up to what, 61? Is that right? Or no, 41. 13 plus 28, 41. 41. So I'm up to 41 days with February added in. I add in all of March. So I'm going to add in another 31 days for March. So I'm at 72. And now I cannot add all of April. April has 30. If I add in all of that, it's 102 days. So I can't add in that. So the difference here, if I need to get up to 90-day window, I take 90, subtract the 72, and go 18 more days. So it'll be the 18th of April when the last day of delivery.
Or you could just go 3 months.
Yeah. So if you just Google 90 days from today, it'll actually tell you April 18th. But this is how you do it with the calendar, right? You figure out how many more days are left in the month, then you just keep adding total months until you get closest to 90-day window without going over. So I couldn't add in all of this because this would get me closest to 90 days. Right? Your assignment you're going to have tomorrow, they're going to give you random days of the calendar. So like I could tell you like June 30th, and I could tell you August 24th, and I could tell you December 3rd. And I want you to figure out 90 days from that day and figure out what the last day of delivery could be. Does that make sense what you're doing? So it'll be random windows. So I would say like this little chart will be your best friend. Just use a little calendar. I'll probably, when I send out that Google form, I'll have this calendar as the picture. So this will be the picture that you'll use, and you'll answer each of them in a Google form. So you can open up this picture. You can have the Google form open in a different window, and you can use this to figure out what day of the month you're going to land on. Okay, let's try one more here. Let's do one more, and then I'm going to see what you guys can do with your Google form today, or your question of the day, I should say. Let's do one more of these. We're going to go a 90-day window. That's pretty standard. So here's my calendar. You guys get to pick the day. So you guys get to pick the day. So when do we want to order something? Pick any day on the calendar. Let's try to stay away from January. Let's go to a different month. Pick any day. Maybe pick your birthday. Don't care. Any day. Pick one.
August 12th.
August 12th. Is that your birthday?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Just a random day. All right. So, okay, we're going August 12th, and we want to go a 90-day window from there. 90 days from August 12th. So, again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how many days left of August. You could count with your fingers, count how many days we're going here, or just take, August has 31 days. So, August has 31 days. We're going to subtract the 12. This will tell me how many days left in the month I can actually go. So, 31 minus 12, what is that? 19. So I can go 19 days total. So out of 90, I've went 19 already for all of August. I can go all of September. So September has 30. So if I take my 19 days and add 30, I'm up to 49 days. I can add in all of October. So if I take this and add my 31 days of October, I'm up to, what is this, 70, 80? Is that 80 exactly? And how many more days of November can I go? 10, boom, up to 10. So I go 10 more days to get up to 90 days. So it looks like it's gonna be November 10th when delivery will, that's the last day of delivery. Now, not every appliance has a 90-day window. This is like, that's like an extreme maximum. I know when I first moved in our home, it took a while to get a washer dryer. It did, you know. It took a while to get a refrigerator. So it wasn't 90 days, but I mean, we had to wait like, I don't know, almost 20 to get those things delivered. We ordered new. So it took a while. But yeah, there's like little things. I know like right now, like if you were to order, you know, electronic devices like cell phones or whatnot, sometimes they're on back order. You know, that's something you have to deal with in this real world situation with the pandemic going on. That delivery days slip a little bit, so you have to wait a while to get delivery on electronics and whatnot right now. So that's something to think about. All right, questions on what you're doing. You're trying to figure out that 90-day window to when things will be delivered. Questions?
Can you go back to the last one?
Yeah. Ooh. Let me zoom in here. There you go. We started on the 18th of January and we ended on the 18th of April. So 13 more days of January. Added all of February, added all of March, and a few days of April. All right. I'm going to turn you loose. You have a Google form that you can go fill out. It is one question of the day. You have to figure out 90 days. I think it's from this Friday, the 22nd. So let's say I order my deep freezer on Friday. What's the 90-day window until it's delivered? I don't think I picked a refrigerator. I think I picked a washing machine on this example, but you get the idea.
The washing machine.
It's a washing machine. Yeah, that's what I'm pretty sure. I made this one like last Friday, and this was supposed to be Friday's question, so.
Oh, I gotta say this Friday, January 22nd.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I changed that date. I know I did that. So. So again, you're finding the 90-day window. I'm going to leave this little chart up here. You have to figure out, 90 days from this Friday. So do your best, fill it out. Blake, once you have this question and you've figured out kind of what we're doing here, you can log off. You're good for the day. You just have to fill out your Google form of the day. So thanks for tuning in there, bud. Stop the recording.